Hello everyone, howdy there. Looks like my stream is working here. Sturm B here. Sorry for the delay in getting started. I'm afraid I had to, I had to shave for one thing. I neglected to do that and forgot to do so until after I had started streaming. Sorry about that. Also, I had to use the restroom and get myself a nice cold refreshment. No, this is not a sponsored stream of any sort. And I'm just going through some final checkups right now while I'm letting the other stuff play there. There we go. Now I'm connected to my own chat room. Hello, if there is anyone watching, hope you enjoy. Make sure my controller's still connected. Good. Readjust my seating position. And we'll see if we can get started with MediEvil. So, let me get this close by here. Unfortunately, I have to say I have not fixed any of the audio issues. That's still going to be a problem, I'm afraid. I don't know that there is anything I can do to really fix it. But I'm gonna, I'll see if I can have some time to work on it before the next stream. No promises, however. Let's go ahead and get my controller set up here for save states. Hopefully I won't need many of them, if any at all, but it's good to have them just in case. All right. And speaking of which, I should have, I got a bunch of save slots already here. And that was where I left off. So, let's resume the game. Last stream, I got fairly far into it. One more thing I need to adjust here. Go ahead and bypass all these little intro videos. We watched them in the first stream of the series. I need to set my television here to game mode, otherwise there will be a significant amount of lag, I'm afraid, for me, and that would make playing the game actually rather difficult. You won't see any difference there, but there will be some. Okay. So, back to my Twitch chat, which I got right here. And let's move on down to load the game. So, I believe, let's see, at 226, 235, yeah, that's where we left off. We had just finished inside the asylum. I also gave myself some better overhead lighting here so you can actually see me. Which is something you couldn't do before in the previous two streams, at least not very well, which is probably for the better. But at any rate, picking up on the story here, we had just rescued the mayor from the asylum. Now, he had we got the shadow artifact here in the sleeping village, but we got some other item from the mayor. Was it a key of some sort? I can't remember now off the top of my head. But we can finally, we're done with this whole area of the map here with Scarecrow Fields, the Pumpkin Gorge and Pumpkin Serpent, the Sleeping Village we don't have to go back to, nor the Asylum grounds, nor inside the Asylum itself. So this whole little section of the map we're finally done with. We don't have to revisit them. So we backtrack to this point. Kind of a hub. Look at that. 5 locations you can actually go to from here. But from here, we can finally go up to a place we have not yet been, which is the Enchanted Earth. Excuse me. At least not in this playthrough. And another intro video. And you know what? I just realized, by the way, those were the shadow demons we saw there in that video. I just realized the audio issues that I'm experiencing here may not be translating through the stream yet, because I'm streaming to my own television here, and that's probably going to be different for you guys. I don't know. Alright, so here we is in the Enchanted Earth. These frogs are usually quite a pain in the butt to kill, and they don't even release any souls for the chalice. But they're still annoying enough that I want to kill them. And then, yeah, we were getting spit on by those frogs. And there are other things as well. Like, if we go over here, yeah, see, it's definitely the frog that's spitting on us. There, yeah, we can't do anything here just yet. This is an interesting little sort of hub of sorts. This Enchanted Earth. There's a lot that happens here in the Enchanted Earth. As you can see, there's these plant creatures. They're not the ones that have cannons that drop mortars. Yeah, mortars. That's the word I was looking for. They're not the ones that fire mortar shells at you, but they are still annoying. Yeah, it was the second dragon gem. That's what we got from inside the asylum after rescuing the mayor, which again is, I think, an optional item here. You don't need the dragon gems to get that best armor in the game, but obviously I want to try and get as close to 100% of this game as possible during this run, as I do every time I play the game. But you do need the shadow artifact in order to be able to progress through the game, but you only get that through the Sleeping Village. Alright, moving on. I'm just going to run on up and fight these things. Yeah, they just spit at these guys. There used to be a coven of witches in this cave, in the caves beneath Cemetery Hill. The whole forest never smelt the same since. You know, it's interesting how this game seems to be so prejudiced against witches and their scent. They complain about witches smelling everywhere you go. It seems like at least everywhere they mention witches in the game. Regardless, this is the second of only 2 areas in the game where you find witches, or signs of witch activity, I should say. And yeah, there's the mortar firing bastards. Right here. Now, if I recall correctly, that's what I want to do right now, actually, is go ahead and run through this sort of a side quest here. We're not actually going to complete the Enchanted Earth right now. We will do so after this. Right now, we're going to go ahead and do this thing. Actually, let me fill up on health before I do. I know that there is a fountain or 2 around for refilling health. I thought there was. Don't recall exactly where it is. Must be over this way. Yeah, there it is. Let me get rid of these guys. They're spitting at me while I'm trying to get health back. Do the same to this guy, too. There we are. Alright. Oh, and I can run behind this tree here and get some money. A couple of chests, I think, is what those were. So, yeah, we want to refill some health here before we go do this side quest. Would be a good idea. Well, hello, Drapex. Greetings and salutations to you as well. Welcome to some more MediEvil, which I don't know if you even caught my previous streams playing this game, but here we are now. Yeah, I wish there was another life fountain around here somewhere, but I don't think there is. So. Regardless, moving on. So here's the, like I said, the second of 2 areas of witch activity, so let's call upon the witch here.
Who has summoned the witch of the forest? Oh, it is you, Sir Fortescue. Forgive me, my lord. I have never met a real hero. Forgive me, just an old lady's little joke. In truth, I am glad to see you, Sir Fortescue. I need 7 pieces of amber that are hidden in the ant's nest. Bring them to me, and I can grant you a special reward. I will only offer you this quest this once. Are you willing to give it a try?
So, as I recall, I don't think that's true. I've never actually put it to the test myself, but I'm pretty sure she will still offer you the quest again if you answer no here and come back and summon her with the witch talisman again. But I'm not going to put that to the test now. I will go ahead and accept the quest, obviously.
Sorry, didn't I mention I'd have to shrink you to the size of an insect? Now hurry back.
So yes, this is a side quest to the ant caves, but it does at least net you another chalice and a boss fight and so on. Plus another side quest inside of here. We'll see that in a second, after speaking to this gargoyle, I guess.
Run, little man. If the master found it now, he would crush it like a bag. Hark!
Yuck it up.
We can hear the soldier ants approaching. Onward and meet your tiny nemesis.
I wonder if that thing has a name. I've never actually looked at the manual to look it up and see. So yeah, this is the entranceway of sorts to the ant caves. I don't think we'll be back here. This magic portal was crafted by the fairies. It appears to have been created to prevent something escaping from the tunnels below. Oh, good. Got a new club. Not that we needed one. Our previous one was already at 100%. So yeah, we can't actually go through this berry. This is the interesting bit here. This is the entrance to the ant caves. You can even see the little ant motif on the sides of the berry here. So we have to come over here and pick up a second quest, a side quest. You can hear someone yelling for help behind there. So let's free that thing.
Thank you for releasing me, sir. My people wish only to live our lives in blissful harmony with nature. But alas, the wicked Ant Queen has many of us imprisoned. Rescue my people, Mr. Fortescue, and you will be richly rewarded.
And by richly, well, you'll see. Strangely, it seems like that would be like an optional thing to do, is to free him and, you know, pick up that little side quest, but it is necessary in order to go on, because he's the only one that can open up this gate, as far as I know.
Here we are. I shall open the entrance for you. These fireflies are my friends. They will light your way through the darkness below.
I have a feeling there was a lot of this game that was cut or altered due to time constraints. I don't know. But regardless, here we are, and we can't get back up this way. So this is a one-way trip down here. See, you can now no longer jump up here or anything. So, my time to be honest with you, I hate these caves. It's a gigantic maze of sorts. You can pick out some landmarks to know where to go, but quite often I just wing it. There's a piece of amber right there. There are two types of ants that you find in here. One are these mostly smaller ones like these, and then the larger ones that have like black legs that are, I think, the soldier ants. I guess the smaller ones are. I found another piece of amber. I guess the smaller ones are the worker ants. But regardless, there's no real end to them. I mean, you can defeat a bunch of them in a room, but they just keep on coming. And quite often I use the hammer. Now, if you leave the worker ants alone, they're more or less passive. They won't harm you unless you harm them first. Or, like that one right there, just passed me by. Or if you harm their larvae, then they will attack you. Excuse me. Is larva the correct word? I don't know. These things. If you harm them, you get a little money from them, and then the worker ants will fight you for it. They don't like that. So let's see. I came from here. Let's go down this way. See, there's a soldier, and he just fights me without bothering to check first. But it's real easy. See, there's an amber that was hiding in one of those larvae, so it's a good idea to attack those. So we now have 3 amber. We have, what, 5 more to go? And we have these, the fairies. There's 6 in prison. I think there's more than 8 amber and more than 6 fairies that are imprisoned. But you only need the 8 and 6. There we go. Now we're pretty much at full. Okay, so this is a gateway, a doorway or whatever, that will lead us to a large room, which will lead us to the end of the ant caves. And I think there's some amber and some... Oh, no, this is the large room I'm thinking of, is it? Yeah, it is a good idea to smash these larvae because you never know, one of them might be hiding a piece of amber inside. See, that would like to squish some larvae. Quickly save state this game, just because in case I die, like this, sure I can return. Oh, see, there was an amber inside that one, so there's only 2 more to go. Excuse me, leave me alone. I think I smashed all the larvae in here that I can reach. Oh, here's one. That one's behind some amber, I guess, or something. We can't penetrate it, so leave it alone. As we move on. A whole lot of running around. Okay, here's another fairy. I like when you release them, they say sweet. It's just weird. I find it humorous. see there was some amber inside that larva. And here's another fairy. So we have one more piece of amber to get and 3 more fairies to find and free. I'll tell you. Oh, there's another one. Okay, we have enough amber for the witch. Yay! But we still need to free some of these guys. What's that sound? What did I pick up? Maybe a gold shield or something. I don't know. At any rate, here is the entrance to the boss. If you are brave enough to go beyond this point, you will enter the chamber of the dreaded ant, or queen ant, not ant queen. Be aware, once you have encountered her six-legged realness, there will be no going back. That's true. So, make sure you've done all your other stuff. And then, of course, there's a store here. If you need to replenish anything, what have you. 2 more fairies to find. Right there. Took care of the soldier ant. These guys are relentless, I tell you. Well, at least 2 good hits with the hammer takes care of the soldier ants. So there's that. Looks like this one's taking a little more than 2. Maybe they weren't solid hits. I don't know. So many guys, go away! They're pretty much infinitely spawning, all of these ants are, and that's another reason I hate doing these ant caves. It's just so much. See, now I'm reaching the point where I'm starting to get it, turned around. Don't remember where I was. Okay, here's the room, the little elbow room with 3 mushrooms. So I'm backtracking now. Then there's this one room here. Okay, here we are. Here's a place I haven't quite been yet. There's an energy vial. That's good. I remember this. This is like a long hall. I think, is that what this is? No, this is not the long hall. I think this is another elbow room. Here we go. Get some more money. Now, again, there's one more. Oh, look at that. I forgot about this room. Yeah. They seal you in. They seal you in. A whole bunch of things to fight here. Which, obviously, that wasn't a big deal, really. As you can see, here's yet another piece of amber, even though we've already... all we need. Oh, I think this is the long haul. Yeah, that's what this is. Usually I reach it from the other end. There we go. All 6 fairies rescued. Yay! Now we can finally go up against the Ant Queen. And hey, look at this, there's yet another. So there are actually like 10 pieces of amber, but there's no real point in getting any more than the 8 that the witch wants. Another energy vial. It's always good to have more of those. As much life as possible for the upcoming battle. Now again, I have to try and find my way out. Maybe it's this way. Honestly, I don't know. I know if we find the golden hallway, we'll be on the right track. The honey walls. Here's the elbow room. Okay. I call it an elbow room because it's L-shaped at just a corner. Is all it is. Let's go down here. I think this is where I took. Because I may have taken the wrong path there. Last junction. Oh, wait. Okay, here's this room, and I think this eventually leads to... Unless I'm going backwards, leads to where... Okay, yeah, I am going backwards. So let's go back. So that's the golden hallway there. So this... Turn the camera around, leads to this, and this. I think this will take us to that large room, which eventually takes us to... Yep, it did. Okay, good. At the end of this large room is the entrance to the Queen. Would you get off my case? Oh my goodness. You too. All of you, leave me alone. Okay. Really? You're gonna push me around like that? Alright, we're full up on health. Let's check with the... let's check with the store here. See if there's anything we need to buy. I'm pretty sure there isn't. Let's see. You know what? We don't really need the sword enchanted. What the heck? We got 1,300 gold. Let's spend a little. We are going to need to save, obviously, some, because we're going to use a lot of this ranged ammo fighting the Queen. So, without further ado, let's go to it. There's really not much to do here. There's almost no point smashing these. But let's move to, I think, don't want to arm the bow and arrow for reasons. One of those. Let's just use the crossbow. Let's see how the throwing axe goes. Yeah, let's try that. So wake it up and let's come back here. She's right now invulnerable. We can't do anything to harm her. Ow, this got really hurt. Now, until now. Now she can be harmed. I keep forgetting to bring up my shield when I can do so. Come on. Stand up again. Because right now you can't do anything to her. For some reason I couldn't use my weapons. Come on. Stand up. Come on. Oh, I think I actually hit her. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, axe is pretty decent for it. Look at 3 cycle. Sending out these soldiers, switching weapons because the axe is better suited for Queen here. The hammer's better suited to ants themselves. So there we go. She's dead. Yay! Ant caves are conquered. Now you notice none of these ants had any any souls, no chalice or anything. Actually, I forgot the reward for saving all of the fairies is a good one. You'll see in a moment. Should give him a tiny person voice there.
Bless me, if it isn't Daniel, Lord of the Ants. Hold still, and I'll remove the shrink spell. Oh, lovely, lovely Amber. Here you are, Sir Knight. A wart-covered and cabbage-smelling old crone I may be, but I always keep my promises. I grant you my reward.
A chicken drumstick.
You have helped to free all the fairy people from the clutches of the filthy ant scum. As a reward, I can grant you passage to the Hall of Heroes. I've never been there myself, but I've heard they got a free bar.
Free bar. And Dan just walks away. So yes, we can go to the Hall of Heroes without a chalice. And it's probably, I think it's the only time in the game. And yes, that is a chicken drumstick I do have in my hands here. So we have 30 of those, and yes, it is ammo that I think you can replenish, if I remember correctly, at a store. I think it turns enemies into chickens if you hit them with the chicken drumstick. So now I have 29 of them. I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. I can't remember. I never use it, as you can tell. Alright, so who shall we go to now? Of course, Ravenhose wants to talk. He always wants to friggin' talk. Yeah, he's the only one. Okay, fine. Fine, Ravenhose, fine. Actually, I think he gives you some okay this time.
Oh, Danielle, I've got something here I can give you, but I've no idea what it is. Do you fancy a little gamble, like?
There's nothing to gamble. You're not at risk of losing anything. Whatever. So, yeah, this is what I thought it was. We now have a flaming longbow. So now we have both regular arrows and flaming arrows for the longbow. Alright, might as well keep the axe selected for now. And so, since we didn't actually properly go through the Enchanted Earth this time around, we got to go through it again. But we're going to save progress first, obviously, because we have made progress. I do not know how long I'll be gaming tonight, but I would like to game as much as I can here. Because again, I'd love to be able to complete this game before the end of the month. See whether that is possible. Again, Shadow Demons. Which we'll find out more about shortly. We actually heard about them from the library at the Sleeping Village. At least a little bit about them. Come on, frog, die already. They're neat looking frogs, though, I have to say. I have to admit that, at least. Let's attack from the far here. Mortar shell shooting faster. So let's read up here. We need Earth Rune to get in there. Keep out! This gate leads to the tomb of the Shadow Demons. Well, why on earth would we want to go there? Probably because we have to in order to progress the game. And up here is this thing, which as you can see, if you try getting close, yeah, you don't want to touch that. There's no books here that tell you anything about what's going on, what that's about. But bottom line is, you do need something to place right there in order to get past that. Which again is pretty much required. I can't find the camera. Okay. Yeah. Find it. Like a giant magpie, the dragon bird sits upon its hoard of stolen treasures. High above the trees, you will find a nest. Those eggs are worth their weight in gold. Kill all the frogs! And again, we pick up some more gold back here. I stream from about 11, 11:30 or something like that. At which point I'll really need to cut it off because I gotta go to bed for work. Let's see, what are we on? We are on 21 here. Sure, let's save that. Before we head up here, there is a danger up here of falling to your death. Which would cause you to lose. You almost go off right there. But cause you to lose a life bottle, and we need as many of these life bottles as we can possibly get our hands on before an upcoming boss battle. Die! Frogs. Bonk? Like the sound it makes when you bonk your head against something. Against things. Okay. Get on up there. It's not all that easy actually to climb up here. And you see it won't let you change your camera angle, so kind of stuck. Now here you got a fixed camera angle because you got this guy coming around. Now, to open these you can't just smash them with a hammer or axe. Yeah, so you have to roll them off the side. And every time the bird comes around you need to crouch and raise your shield, otherwise it will hurt you. Pretty sure it doesn't matter in which order. Yeah, so he has a copper shield. In which order you roll these off. The third one, it'll always be the third one that gives you the Earth Rune. There we go. Much better now. Oh, that's right. I don't think we fight the boss yet. Yes, we do. So, okay. We got ourselves the Earth Ring. That means we can only go one place, and that is over here. Wow, lots of slowdown here. Much more than I thought there would be. Whoops, that's my fault. There we go.
None shall enter. The shadow demons are entombed within, separated from the world of goodness and light until the earth cracks open. No one, not even the Dark Lord Zarek, can release them without the shadow artifact.
Sounds like a
Leave
challenge to me.
now, or share their doom.
Oh, I have to grab him some money first. So, he says that, and I thought there was like a secondary exit or something. I could have sworn there was like a book nearby here that said, hey, if you don't have the shadow artifact, you might as well take this exit. Maybe it's further on or something. No, it's not. I don't know. So at any rate, yeah, we just use the shadow artifact here and it opens this up. Sir Dan, you must take the Shadow Demon Talisman. It is an unholy relic, but it may allow you to progress through Shadow Demon territory. Notice there's the chalice right there, but everything we've killed, the frogs and the plants that shoot at us and such, none of them have any souls, so what's that about? How is that going to get filled? And there's the Shadow Demon Talisman. Well, you shall see shortly. Now, to the best of my knowledge, there's absolutely no indication what the correct combination is here. Obviously, there's 4 buttons representing the 4 elements, I guess. Earth, wind, fire, water. And it shows those elements up here as well. But it doesn't really give you an indication of which one you're supposed to hit in which order. At least, as far as I can tell, it doesn't. Thankfully, however, you know it's a 4-digit code, and you know that because if you just press these in, let's start with the top one here, fire. Step on it, and you just press all 4. See, you press it once, and it's stuck in. You can't, unpress them, so to speak. And once they're all 4 pressed, you get a little sound and they all release. So you know it's a 4-digit code. You know that each one can only be used once within that 4-digit code. Well, that limits the number of combinations possible right there. So anyone could have bursted through that wooden gate that sealed off this area. Sealed off this area. It looked kind of like a rickety gate to me. Wooden. Anyone could have burst through that, in theory, and solve this puzzle here, which, as I recall, what is it? 4 combination or something. There's only 16 combinations or something with these 4. I can't remember what the exact number is, but yeah. So we've tried it. Fire. Water, air, and earth. Let's do fire, water, earth, and air. Oh, okay. How about fire, air, water, and earth? Honestly, I don't remember what the exact combination is supposed to be. Fire, air, earth, and water. Nope. This wall mural here doesn't really say anything as far as I can tell. So, I don't know. Okay, let's do fire, earth, air, water. Nope. Fire, earth, water, and air. And that ends all the possible combinations with fire as the first one. And well, you know, that was it. Yes, we have just released the Shadow Demons. We'll get chastised for that shortly. Oh, sorry. Seizure warning. Forgot to mention that. Forgot that was even a thing, actually. So there we go. We have the Shadow Talisman. It was required to release the Shadow Demons to get the Shadow Talisman and to open up where the chalice is. And then this gate opens up. Oh, hey, used energy vial. Very handy.
What have you done? Once again, the shadow demons are wreaking havoc across the land, and it's all thanks to you. The single most destructive and wretched creatures in the history of the world, and you've given them an early parole. They will be heading for the ruins of King Peregrine's castle. Gallowmere is doomed.
Let's use our enchanted broadsword now. We use Star Rune in order to exit here. So now notice as I'm killing these guys. Oh good, this gate finally opened up. They are actually releasing souls, so we can get the chalice once we complete enough of these shadow demons, huh? Wow. I think you have to come all the way down here, yep, to another one spawn. And there's the store. We can re-enchant the sword. I'll do that shortly. Because it is, you know, very helpful. Now we can grab that. I think those things were all gated off. You couldn't get them because. Oh, I have to wait until after I fight the boss. It really is the best weapon for fighting shadow demons, is the enchanted sword. Okay. Alright, so there's no point in me doing the enchanted sword right now. Well, yeah, there is, actually. And we want to get us some more flaming longbowage. So let's... come on. I'm trying to talk to the shopkeeper. So let's re-enchant the sword. Let's also give ourselves a little more on the repair the shield a little bit. And yes, we do want more... no, we don't want more. Oh. 100 is the maximum, huh? Fine. Is what it is. So, you'll notice we only have 52% of the chalice there. Well, where's the rest? Where are all the other shadow demons? Well, we'll get to that. First, though, we need to place the Shadow Talisman here. Now we can actually go through here without being stopped. Now comes my least favorite part here. Got the Star Rune, but we also got a boss battle. Wow, that was an awful start, and I wasted a whole lot of... and you gotta deal with that! So many possible deaths there, you see. Thanks to this platform that keeps doing that. And I gotta wait for them to stop moving so I can actually, you know, hit them with a ranged weapon. Otherwise... So you can see this is really not a very fun... Alright, I've murdered one of them now. And now he's finally dead. Okay. Well, that wasn't as bad as I remember it being. Thank goodness for that. Now, we do have some platforming to do here. And despite how it looks like the ground is nearby, if you fall off of here, you still die. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, there's a lot of things about this game. I'm sure. They knew that you were going to have a heck of a time fighting that boss. It was just 2 flying shadow demons anyway. So they gave you plenty of opportunity here, as you can see, to refill your health. They gave you 2 fountains. One fountain there, here's another fountain right here. And some gold, I guess, because you knew you want to replenish your supply of ranged ammunition, which you left here. By the way, we're up to 88% now. So we don't want to die by falling off. And 2 of these used energy vials. Alright, well, let's head on down. And 5 more shadow demons. These only spawn after you beat that boss there. And look, we're finally now at 100%. In fact, I think, yeah, we do want to go back down here. That's right. No, not here. The next one. Forgot that they put these mortar guys right here. I'll take a hit or 2, that's fine. I hate platforming in 3D games like this! Especially when, let's be honest, there is still some input lag. So we gotta go back down here, pick up the chalice. Yay! The Hall of Heroes awaits. Oh, was there? I can't remember if there was. Nope, nothing over there. That's where the Shadow Talisman was, I think. And yep, still some more shadow demons, even though we've already got the chalice. We don't need to kill them so much, but kind of do. And But before I leave, let me run back through here. And get ourselves a little bit of a restock. Why not? We got a bunch of gold. And some flaming arrows, and that'll do for now. We'll buy more stuff later. I'm not too worried about topping everything off right now. Alright, finally done with this level. And on to the Hall of Heroes. Let's see what's next. We still have a ghostly image. We're not a hero yet. A true hero, anyway. Still no one on the first floor. And yes, those doors will open up later. There's one more per person behind there that has like an ultimate weapon. Ah, Blood Monarch Skull Cleaver. Here's another speech. He's the only one. Okay, fine. I will speak with Blood Monarch. Who came up with these weird names? But I love them.
10,000 courses for this guy. I bet money you be back pushing all daisies by now. Hey, I have something here for you. You like it very much? You want?
But you won't tell me what it is? Fine. I'll take you. Earn gold. So we have to pick it out. Alright. So, the one gargoyle said that the shadow demons would be heading toward, or heading for, the ruins of King Harry's castle. I can't speak today. So that's where we need to go next. I believe that is the next stage. No. On the way there, we're gonna have to go through some stuff. Including saving the game. So, oh, does this actually connect up to Scarecrow Fields? Yeah, it does. We were doing that earlier. Okay. On to the Pools of the Ancient Dead. Oh boy, this level. This stage. Let me tell you. After the scene. Yeah. Lots of deaths can occur here. Because I'll let him explain.
Cold and dark and reeking of death. We would have been as an ancient battle fought here between the forces of good and the dark armies of Zarek. Now the marshes are full of the restless dead.
Yeah, I think this is the actual fight of the battle where Sir Daniel Fortescue led the militia into battle with Zarok and his unholy horde and all that. But yeah, see all these pools of water around here? This is all death, okay? And it's very easy to fall into them, especially with certain enemies that like to knock you into these pools. Weapons are useless against the heavy armor of the knights. The knights are the ones of whom I speak. Don't let them shove you into the swamp. That mud will never come out. Now, let's see here. is a use energy violet there, but I don't quite need it just yet, but go ahead. Yeah, we did need it actually. Kind of did. So these are the ones that Carver was talking about. Oh, then there's these things, these tentacles. They'll hurt you too, but you can thankfully attack them enough that they'll leave you alone. But before we go on, first let's pop over here.
Greetings, stranger. I am the boatman. It is I who ferry lost souls on their final journey to the land of the dead. But oh, have we not met before? Sir Daniel Fortescue. Not you two. Thanks to Zarok's meddlings, I'm up to my eye sockets in lost souls who've woken from the eternal sleep. Business hasn't been this brisk since before they invented sanitation. Look, if you help me to gather up a boatload of 8 lost souls and bring them here, I'll drop you off at the sunken town of Melamede. How's that sound?
Sounds like I have no choice. Alright, so your best weapon against these guys is the hammer. And you can just smack them over and over until they finally fall in. Like that. Or your better bet is to charge it up. See, 2%. That's how many of these guys and Shadow Demons later that we need to knock in to the mud. Even though it's not necessary, to attack these tentacles. Wow. They pull you right in. Okay. See, that really... As long as you've aimed the point of impact right, it'll knock them in nicely like that. You know what? I'll just take that death. That's fine. I deserved it. Every bit of it. This guy sucks right here. There we go. Now he's dead. Yeah. Come on. So you gotta kind of land the blow to the side so that you'll knock him in to the mud. Alright. So there is some mild platforming in this level, which I'm not fond of in this game. Platforming moves. Oh, there's one. Come on, go on in there. There we go, got that one. This guy here. There we go. Scare him. Now, you notice all those chests over there with a bunch of skull and crossbones on them. Yeah. That's a death trap. You see there's very little land to walk upon, and every one of those holds a bomb, so they can conceivably push you into the swamp. I think this is just, oh, it's a silver shield. I don't need it, really. But here is a lost soul. I think once you grab these... Yeah, enemies will appear. I mean, they're not that tough enemies, but you know, they are enemies nevertheless. Also, every time you grab, good, got him. Every time you grab one of these, some bridges that may have helped you before, like watch that bridge right behind me there, will suddenly, poof, disappear. Two collected, 6 remain. Yeah. So that's fun, making it even more difficult for you to traverse around here. And sometimes these flags can really get in the way too. Okay, all pull up. Good stuff. I think this is another bomb. Let me see here. Ah! Got a little bit of a lag in the controller there. Oh, that's the serpent guy. He claims to help you out by knocking all these, you know, by, you know, attacking these guys. Knocked 1 or 2 of them. Okay, my controller lost connection there, I think. So I'm calling that one. I'm calling foul there. Calling foul because I can't. And actually, you know what? This time I'm not going to release him because he can actually help me out a little bit better a little bit later. That the dragon, whatever his name is. Really? That's what I thought. This, however, should be interesting. This is, in fact, a bomb. And you can see, it'll throw you in there. Now, if you get far enough away from that, then it doesn't really push you anywhere. It's hardly anything. Go in there already. Yep. There we go. You need to go too, buddy. There you go. Let's try and get us out. These guys taken care of. Oh, the other one's coming up. Come on up. There we go, got him. Go, another soul collected there. Lost souls, whatever. At least they're not flaming skulls flying at you. Every time I hear that sound, I think one of those skeletons is coming out of the muck. Like this one right here, see? They make that sound when they come up. And of course they have souls. You can fill the chalice, so we do want to fight them and kill them. Speaking of the chalice, there it is. He just fell to his own doom there. Thanks, guy. You helped me out. Saved me a little trouble. You want to walk around a good bit here. And of course, another bridge disappeared. I'm grabbing that. Really need that life ball, so energy vial, so I'm just gonna leave it. Wow. Overextended my reach there. Yeah, I got him knocked in there. Okay, these two guys. Get in there. There you go. Oh, come on. Get in the muck. Please. There you go. Just like that. And this one, of course, some more. They're going to disappear. Might have some more skeletons popping out of the... Maybe not. Alright. 48%, so we're not even halfway yet. So what on earth do we do? You might wonder. Something, something. Am I going the right way? Yeah, this is right. Okay. Oh, where'd you come from, dude? You're a skeleton like me, ain't you? So we need to get over to that island over there that has all those death traps waiting. Again, it seems like the controller is not having the best day with connections. Trying to get across. Is it this one? Is this better suited for jumping across? No. I can't remember what's the easiest way to get over there. This might be it, I think. Very small little... There we go. Come on. There we go. Finally. That's one of the reasons why I hate this level. In fact, it's probably the only reason I hate this level. There's just so much crap to deal with here. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to start a chain reaction. Bust that open. Run. Well, I was going to anyway. Let me try and get a better angle on my where I'm going. Run all the way back here to this gate and die. That's alright. I still got all of them, or most of them anyway. Oh, not all of them. There we go. Ah, this guy still survived. Come on. There we go. Got you in there now. Ah. This is. I hate this level. Do I even have this room? Is it chaos room? Yeah, I do. Okay, finally we're in an area where it's not quite so bad. There's one more really bad zone thing to deal with. It's not too bad. Well, it can be. And that's this over here. In order to get across this, a regular jump sometimes won't make it, but you need to get over here almost because of that right there, the life bottle. Come on, die. There you go. Thank you. See, we get some more trials back there anyway. Alright, whoa, camera change. That'll ruin your day. You gotta come down here, helps to do the daring dash. Get out of the way. Do what you can. Pick up the final lost soul here. They call them helmets. And that last one there, all 8 helmets collected. But they were lost souls. Helmets represented by helmets. And now there's a whole lot of corralling and herding. These big guys, I'm gonna knock them off. Smaller skeletons, you just shoot them as you normally would. There we go. Alright, now it's just down to these two. Gotta herd them to the cliff's edge here. The only way to leave, actually, I think you have to kill that gate to open up. Right, there goes that one. Come on, you two. One more. Knock you off. Get out of here. There we go. See, now it opens up. Get our energy vial. And now... we can finally... come back up here now that we have the 8 souls. And we see these things flying around. Alright, you guys. I gotta go. My enchanted broadsword on you. Up to 95% at least on that souls list. But yeah, you see these things have appeared. And they also give you souls for fulfilling the chalice of it. They leave for a bit, and then they come back, and they leave for a bit, and then they come back. You can see them flying around in the distance. I typically, just use the throwing axe on them. Seems to do okay. At least for the most part. Alright, come on, we gotta make it back here. Yay, I made it back. Do I need any more help? Yes, I do. Let me grab this. Very gingerly walk over here. Pick that up. Whoa, whoa. Be careful. Yeah, if I can, I'll need to get back here. I think this might be our best bet. Assuming I can, hit the button at the right time. As I said, there is a little bit of input lag here, and that makes all the difference. There's another thing flying. No, that's the background. There are more that are flying around. Besides, we need to pick up the chalice, which is this way. So let's get our buddy here to help us out. Supposed to help us out anyway. Seems like he's not really going after these flying ghosts or whatever they are. Come on, back this way again. So yeah, he's not even going after them. I thought he was going to, but no, he doesn't. Might as well leave, fool. You're just a drain on my... You're just slowing me down, lagging me here. Sheesh. But, yay! We can now go to the Hall of Heroes. Almost out of here. Ooh, how about that? Double jump. Is that another guy flying around? Just the background again. Whoa. Yep, there's more up here. Then they fly away, then they come back. Come on. There you go. That's what I thought. Now, do we want to replenish it? Not so sure that we do. Come on, talk to the guy. Nah, we don't need to check the sword. Yeah, why not tell me to go top off the flaming arrows? Yep, still more of these guys are in our way. As we make our way back to the boatman. Alright, finally! Here we are. You don't have to necessarily jump on the boat. All you have to do is present them with the soul helmets. For the longest time, I thought you had to jump on the boat.
How gracious of you. It's a change to meet a polite young skeleton after dealing with those filthy zombie types. Hop aboard.
See, he hops on. But on his own. For a long time, I thought you had to actually jump on there yourself, which the last bit of platforming on this platforming heavy level, and I would die once or twice there, or lose life bottles. You know what I mean? It's always annoying. All right, who wants to talk next? Ah, now this. We're going to talk to him. Even though I'm sure, yeah, of course, Raven Hooves wants to give us some more gold or something. Probably life bottle, actually. I might be used energy. Yeah, but never mind. We're going to the sky.
All right, Dan, man. How you doing? Now then, have you got yourself a magic sword? What? Daniel, man, you can't go into battle against an army of undead without a magic sword. Here, take mine. You'll never have to sharpen another blade, or my name's not Dirk Steadfast. It's not enough just to have a magic shield, you know, no matter what that soft, ticky stern card says.
Hell yes, I'm going to accept the magic sword.
Good lad. Why, I'd sooner go into battle holding a tea tray than carry that weedy Gale's shield of his.
Yes, finally. Best sword in the game, the magic sword. It's basically like the enchanted broadsword, you know, once you've enchanted it. But you never have to enchant it. It always has the best amount of damage available at all times. Yep, sweet dog, dead ferryman. Called the boatman in this game. So, was it Karam? Yep, gotta save a progress. Moving right along. I like to rotate through this pre-save games, just in case, you know. The lake. So if you thought that swamp area was bad, now here's the lake where the amount of walkable areas is even fewer or less, whatever is grammatically correct. Yeah, a whole bunch of elevated walkways here. This is the level, sweet dog, you were talking about last time, where there's some water you need to freeze in the stage. You haven't got your army now. Better to use stealth than charge in. Not so much, but anyway. Beware the Watchers. If they spot you, they will soon summon others. And in actuality, you want them to spot you and summon others, because those others have souls that you can then, you know, collect in the chalice. So you go to the Hall of Heroes. So you actually do want them to do that, rather than run up and kill them before they summon the enemies. And yes, these guys, I think they also give you souls if you kill them, so you do want to kill them. No, they don't. Never mind, I thought they did. I still like to kill them anyway. Alright, so first of all, we'll head over here. Time it just right to kill them. Now the first Watcher is just right up here, as long as you can see it on the wall there. Its eye opens up, it spots you, waits a moment, and then summons others. Here they are. This is not a Watcher, this is something else that you can kill. Sprays water gunk at you. Now, I don't know what these creatures are, but at least they have souls that fill the chalice, and that's all I need to know. Oh, there, I knew there was another one, I thought. Anyway. Come on up here. Come on. Right up here. Come on. You have to come after us. I'm not going to go down there after you. Die if the grade is too steep and I just fall right in. If there's another Watcher, let him see us. Where are they? There you are. Come on. This way, buddy. Die already. Goodness. And here's another one that sprays water. More money. This we need to go to. Oops. Whoops. Timing is not very good today. There we go. It's a little far away there. Alright, got the Earth Rune. Now we can So this is actually where we'll need to go eventually.
The ancient people of this long-vanished town once sought to harness the power of crystals found in the caverns below. Now, Zarok seeks to unlock the secrets of this arcane science. This mine shaft leads deep into the earth, to certain doom in the crystal caverns.
Certain doom. Except it's not entirely certain. Another water spots right here. There we go. Come over here to that chaos room. Always good. So that's the exit. We'll be coming back there. Please level it first. We have to kill enough enemies to get the chance and open up that exit. I can't remember which room it is that opens it up, but whatever. Yeah, I hate having to fight these frog-like creatures on the block area. Because quite often all you'll do is knock them into the water, and yourself sometimes too, as you can see. And when that happens, they'll jump back up, but only in random and semi-random anyway locations. There we go. Now we can't do anything here just yet. That's actually an exit, as I recall. So we need to go this way. Got you, okay. We have some more of those creatures on the walk right here. Gosh, they are so annoying. Can I actually hit this guy right here? Let me use a sword. Yeah, I can actually hit him from here. Nice. So here it is. Here's that funnel. Whirlpool, I should say. Once we place all of these runes around it, it will freeze it and we can go down. For now, it's certain death. Ow. Come on, where are you? I don't know if that was the same one or not. Much matter, I guess. Yeah, maybe it was the same one. Anyway, I like to go counterclockwise around it. It seems like the best way to place the chaos rune immediately, and you immediately pick up the time rune. Back here it explains it, I think. Yeah, the crystal contraptions that surround the whirlpool can freeze its dangerously turbulent waters. You will need all of the rune keys to activate the magical machines. That's true. Go. 61%. Doing pretty good. Another watcher here. Who did see us? Yep. They did see us. Wow, they are doing a number on me. Do they come back? What's the deal here, guys? Knocked them into the water. Usually they will... Oh, no. I'm not gonna do it. Wow. Now I'm just getting sloppy. Let's try that again here. Shall we? They're not coming back. I don't know. I don't understand. But, these controls, man. These controls. Yes, go ahead, summon some more. Here's one. There we go. And there we go. I think that's the last one. I think we only need 3. Yep. So there it is. Whirlpool is now frozen. Before we dive on down there, finish grabbing everything there is to grab around here. And that includes getting some health. My goodness, we need some health here. The lake is a dangerous stage. Okay, finally. Now, yeah, let's head on down, shall we? And you can't just go through this barrier, it's solid here. So you can't drown yourself this way, at least. Yeah, sure, whatever, I'll take a solution. I love how there's the, you see an elephant or a weird kind of aquatic elephant over there. Yeah, use those energy vials. All of this just so we can come through here and come up in that one other area of Sunken Town Melody. Still can't grab it. Here's the chalice. We still can't grab it yet, though. And we gotta be real careful here. This house faces certain doom, or something akin to that. Watches it squirts water at you. If I remember correctly, there's actually... Yeah, there's a watcher right there. Let him see us and summon up these enemies here, which can be a little bit problematic. There we go. Got him though. There we go. Got it hits more towards the zenith. There we go. Okay, almost there. Right, 95%. Here's another one of these. And here's a shop. I think there's one more watcher around here. Yeah, right in here. Yep, there he is. So finally, he summons somewhere. Some like, little hidden chest. Ah! Really? Oh, I thought I'd saved it too. Fine. Fine. Oh, you're on that side now. Really? Yeah, these just don't do enough damage to it. The axe is much better, much more well suited to that. This looks like a ramp you could just walk up it, but no, you can't. Yes, I'm still going for that chest of gold. Because I'm a greedy Fortescue. I'm a greedy skeleton. I love how there's this, speaking of skeletons, there's one that goes down there. Like that and has its... It's weird. It's interesting. And then here's a switch that will open the gate out of this little area. Yay! Very handy. Alright, Watcher. Watch me. Star room. Kill these fake watchers or whatever. So where's that one that it summoned? I heard him, like, spawn or whatever. Oh, look! There they are. Must have been a bug. Yay, now the chalice can be collected! Alright, so before we leave here, let's go collect that chalice. As I recall, it's this way. In this little building here. There we go. I don't trust myself too much to go too fast on these walkways. So now we can head towards the exit. Finally. Wow, I am really taking risks here. Woo! It's not there, it is over here. first little area of land that we came across. And I left this for later use. So I knew we'd need it. Go, place the star room. And leave. Alright. Making progress. I guess we'll speak to Raven Hooves again. Or actually, he calls himself Raven Hooves, doesn't he? I don't recall. I think it's Raven Hooves. He calls him so. Huh, off center there.
Oh, Danielle. I've got something here I can give you, but I've no idea what it is. Do you fancy a little gamble, like?
Again, I'm not gambling. I've got nothing to lose here. Okay, so this is the magic longbow. So we now have regular arrows, flaming arrows, and magic arrows. And I think that's it. I don't think there's any other arrows you can get. For the longbow. So that's all he has. Anything else that he wants to give us is just going to be like gold or used energy vials or maybe a life bottle or two. Yeah, there's never two. That's it. Pretty sure it's it anyway. So yes, of course we will save progress. Yes, we will overwrite the existing save. Are you kidding me? Alright. The Crystal Caves. I do like this level. This one's pretty fun. There's only a little bit of platforming in it. Not much. In general, it's an entertaining stage. Wow, lots of lag here though for some reason. Already at 2% just from killing one of these flying shadow demons. Oh, that's why. Look at all the shadow demons here. Holy cow. Yeah, see now it's sped up some. All this lag, man. And there's where the chalice is already, near to the beginning. We have these nice bridges here, but once we grab the chalice, these bridges will disappear. Because, you know, challenge. Let's go back to our magic sword.
The ancient town of Meadowmead was destroyed by creatures known as rhinotaurs. They live on still, but in a state of hibernation, deep within these caverns. They use the crystals to prolong their worthless hides.
Not much hibernation, and not much prolonging either, as you'll see. Yeah, these crystals can be smashed really easily. Unfortunately, this is another one of those levels that has, yeah, that's the exit immediately. You need to start go there. This is one of those levels that you'll find some of these goblins, like this one right here, the grabby kind that will steal your grab if you're not careful. Like, really careful. Here. It's a little bit painful, but we gotta get that right there, the earth rune. Woo! Made it. Oh, I think that was in the way. See, some crystals you can destroy, others you simply can't. And this is an exit only. We can't go up here. We'll be coming back this way soon. Also, this level has the distinction of being the level where you finally use your dragon gems to summon the dragon, which you then fight, which is a boss battle, which then gives you the dragon potion, which gives you the best armor in the game. Let's wake all these guys up, shall we? Boom, boom. Open that. I missed one. Look at that. Look at that. Chumps. You're nothing. Nothing, I tell you. Bats are worse than you. Okay. I'll take it. I'll take a silver shield. Come here, come here. There you go. Die. Yeah, lousy. Over here, he's hidden one of these. And a nice 17. Oh, see, there's a grabby one. Okay, good. He didn't grab my stuff. My magic sword and whatnot. Rhinotars are nothing. Tread softly in these caves, for an ill-tempered dragon has a lair here. Does he now? There's the old store. 1,400 things. That's sure. It's enchanted. It's the broadsword in case we ever need it. Top off throwing daggers. Everything else is maxed out. Alright, we're good. Place the earth rune. Move on. You're nothing. Tell you, nothing. Alright, so, speaking of the dragon then, let's do it, shall we? The mean old dragon can be summoned by inserting 2 dragon gems into the eye sockets of the relief. The grouchy dragon doesn't come out much, as he is afraid of the roof collapsing over his head. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. That's what you call foreshadowing. Or hint, rather, actually. So we really only need to grab star runes. That's it. No one is going to come here. But we continue our quest chain. Place these dragon gems. There's one. And we'll place the other one. Summon the dragon.
Who dares to enter my lair and wake me from my slumber? Aha! Prepare yourself, little man. I shall roast the flesh from your bones. Oh,
too late.
I see. Well, in that case, I will pluck out both your eyes.
Well, I only have one.
Oh, great. I'm just going to give you a good hiding.
Yeah, you do that. So, you can't fight him directly. What you can do is, yes. Ouch, ouch, ouch. You don't want to be set on fire by him. Yeah, you gotta smack the ground in a certain spot that will then cause rocks to fall on his head. Do it a few times. It always causes rocks to fall on the spot to the right. Well, that was dumb of me. To the right of where you're currently standing.
Enough! I yield! Well, I really hurt. What did I have to go and do that for? Here, take this
roast me.
dragon potion and leave me alone. Drink it when you need it. It gives you armor that is impervious to heat. Plus, it lets you breathe fire. Now, go away.
And the dragon lives. So here we go. This is the dragon armor. It automatically unequips any weapon and shield that you happen to have equipped, because it has its own fire breathing capabilities, and it makes you impervious to fire. The powered up button does nothing, square. You can re-equip your shield, so you can still use that if you want, which I often do. But the moment you switch to another weapon, you de-equip that armor, and if you go back to it again, you lose both your weapon and your shield. You have to re-equip the shield again every time. A little annoying, yes. But anyway, it's really only useful in like 1 or 2 spots in the game. One spot in particular, coming up soon. But for now, we'll go ahead and finish out this level here. I fear that. That's more than I fear these Rhinotars. However he likes to pronounce them. See that? Damn, see? Sneak up on you and just hit you. Bastard, I tell you. Hey. Grab that, gone. Sticky finger imps. Well, we're at 97%. We're almost there. And we have reached, I guess, have I forgotten one? I don't think so. Pretty sure that's all I can get here. So we leave here, takes us back to this location. Yeah, that's right, that's right. So we don't have enough to go back yet and get the chalice, but if we acted it as though we're getting ready to leave the level, i.e. place that, stop getting stuck, and move on forward here, close to the end. See? Chalice can now be collected. Here, let me use this chicken. See? Turned into a chicken. Use roast chicken, recovered magic sword. So I guess you can't, you're limited on the number of chicken drumsticks you have. You only have 27 remaining. But we don't want to leave yet. Now we can collect the chalice. We're going to do just that. Oops. Here's the exit. Entrance, I guess I should say. Oh, that audio is just getting worse. It sounds like popping and crackling everywhere. All heroes awaits, and now the bridges. Oh, bridges are still here. I thought they disappeared. I must be only thinking of the whatever the the pools of the dead. Yeah, that's it. Oh well, that's fine. So fairly easy level, very enjoyable. Boss fight is kind of fun, you know. It's all good. Oh.
Wouldn't this make a wonderful tourist attraction? Come see Sterngard the Mighty. Come and see the last of the centaurs. Oh, and see that dork over there? That's Daniel Fortescue, would-be hero. Ha 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 ha.
Yeah. Yuck it up, yuck it up. Go ahead. Oh, look! The door is open now. I thought it didn't open until much later. I guess I was incorrect about that. That's fine. I'm happy to be incorrect about it. So we've got all the other weapons of the game. I think this is like the last item, or penultimate, I should say. There is one more kind of weapon-ish that you get after this, but this is like really the last. Honestly.
Daniel, there you are. I was so worried about you. I know you have the heart of a hero, Daniel. Now we must show the others. Would you like to take my magic lightning bolts? I don't have many, but they're very powerful. Off you pop then, and keep your chin up.
Hey!
Oops, sorry Daniel. Now take care. The good people of Gallowmere are depending on you.
Sorry about the color shift there. So this is lightning. She doesn't have many. Yeah, it's 100%. It's sustained attack, so it drains pretty quickly the longer you hold down the button. Excuse me. And I'm not sure that it can be recharged at the shop. Honestly, I don't remember if it can. Alright, I'd like to get through King Peregrine's castle. It's coming up soon. I think it's after the gauntlet, if I remember correctly. It's already after 11. I've been streaming for quite a while, but that's fine. That's what streaming is all about. Yeah. We got the gauntlet first, I think, then King Peregrine's castle. And that's where I'm probably going to call it night, so after that stage. Then there will be just enough stages left to sustain me through one more night, which will be next Wednesday night. So the Gallows Gauntlet. Very interesting level. I don't think there's an intro here. Nope, no intro. I do like the enemies in this one. They're very unique. Very, very interesting. Lots of caged off areas, by the way, you'll notice. Those will open up later after we do something. So there's a lot of these impaled enemies, impaled creatures, people, whatever. Take care not to wake the Serpent of Gallowmere. It is a most powerful supernatural creature that was bound somewhere within these chasm walls. If you encounter it, run. Yeah, so, do need to be careful. He's very dangerous. He looks like a palette-swapped version of, what's his name, Kieran or whatever, the good dragon that fights alongside you. And in fact, in this level is the only way that has the powerful serpent here, the Serpent of Gallowmere. And you can have both him and the good dragon fighting together. It's interesting at the same time. The only way to get to the serpent, to wake him, is if you have the dragon armor. Excuse me. Now, as I was saying, the enemies here, they're very interesting. One that you just saw me kill there, they're like impaled on these sticks, but they're still alive, and I love how they can they break themselves off of the sticks like that, and then run at you to try and impale you upon their sticks. I say sticks. I'm sure there's probably a proper term for them. And there's mummies. They're a little bit tougher. The fabled dragon armor was forged by dragons from an age long ago. Seek out any remaining dragons if you are to claim this mighty armor. Dragon statue of sorts there. Yeah, I really love the uniqueness of these enemies here. So this is, I think, probably the only level that has 2 exits. One of which requires the dragon armor to use. So here's the in case you don't have the dragon armor exit right here. Unable to pass through the fiery dragon gate? Only use this alternative route if no other is available and return to the map of Gallowmere. Well, we certainly don't need to do that. I don't have my gold armor. Come on, put that, or shield armor, yeah, put that on. A bunch of enemies here killing these guys. This is another stage where we need the star here. We need to. This is the normal exit, but to get the star rune, you need the dragon armor. And the only way to get the chalice in this level is to kill the enemies beyond here. So again, you have to act like you're going towards the exit in order to kill these enemies, and then backtrack to get the chalice once it's filled, and then backtrack again to the exit. One of those. There's lots of those. In fact, there is the chalice right there. There's something back here. I don't think there is, though. Seems like it was off. This magical barrier was constructed by the dragons of old. Only those brave enough to adorn the dragon armor may pass through this fiery gateway. So here is the... I think... I would say almost... the sole reason to have the dragon armor. Also, you saw them earlier. I still think it's interesting. Some of these enemies, they're like hanged people, and so they're swinging from the gallows coming at you, and they kick you as they're swinging toward you. Again, I love the enemies in this level. It's very unique. Here they are. We'll use the dragon armor's flame breath to torch them. Adds a little more to the chalice there. Wow, lots of chopping happening here. I do apologize for that. So, that skull and crossbones are right there. We don't want to touch that yet. That it contains the evil serpent that will fight you till you die. That said, we do need to press down on all 4 of these switches in order to open up the various gates that are throughout the level. One of which will give us the star rune, I believe. If I'm not mistaken. So That just opens that one up. Ah. Silly thing. I think it's okay to hit this one. There's the shop made through the beginning of the level, I think. There's those two. I think that's where the good dragon lives, in that chest. And there's the switch that opens the gate to the exit and the star room. Or star room opens the gate to the exit. I can't remember what the switch does. I think it opens up the gate to the chalice. Alright, so you don't even need to touch this chest, let alone bash it open, to release the evil serpent. You just need to get close to it. So, here we go. This is going to be interesting. Yep, I know. I'm going to do a bunch of dashing as I run through here. Picking up everything that was opened up, including the star room. Actually, let me reload real quickly. I did forget to do that. Let me, forgot there was a life, about here. Let me refill my life. As much as this fountain will allow me to. Oh, you know what? I can do these now. Before releasing the serpent. I forgot about that. Might as well. I usually make like a mad dash around while the serpent's chasing me. Screw it. I'll do it this way. See, if I just stood here while the serpent was attacking, I'd be dead in no time. I wouldn't get any benefit from the fountain of life. We'll open up that chest here in a moment. Yeah, we do want that because we do need it. And the chalice will get, so we're only at 95%. So we'll get the chalice. So, alright, here we go. Wakes him up. And he comes at us. I thought it was another. I could have sworn there was one here, so that you would have them fight each other. I must be mistaken. Oh, there goes the gold. We'll have to get that refilled. Open this up. And actually, I'm going to go ahead and switch back to my magic sword, because I think it does more damage than the flame suit. Yep, chalice can now be collected. Don't you run away, I ain't done with you. Did the evil serpent leave? I think he did. All of heroes awaits. Yay. So I was wrong. I could have sworn that the good serpent was in here in this level, but apparently I was wrong. I'm okay to. When you're wrong, you're wrong. I was wrong. And nope, no follow-up visit with her just yet. Oh look, Ravenhooves again wants to talk. Gosh, he always. I think this is where you get the used energy vials from him.
Oh, Danielle, I've got something here I can give you, but I've no idea what it is. Do you fancy a little gamble, like?
It's not never mind. Oh, good, it's life bottle. I need that. Thank you. Haven't had one of those in a while. Well, no, we had one. Never mind. Never mind. I didn't say anything. Never mind. All right. Get this game saved. Here is King Peregrine's castle. Once we save our progress, and this will be the last stage I play for tonight. Whew. Been streaming for almost 2.5 hours so far. I just love the game so much that, you know. The Haunted Ruins, it is called. It's King Peregrine's castle, let's be honest. Bit of a long level. Ah, more shadow demons, of course. Since the farmers have been captured by the shadow demons, the animals here have gone hungry. So, yeah. As you noticed in that cutscene, yes, farmers and other innocents have been captured and they're being held above some flaming campfires of sorts. So we need to save them. Multiple-step process. First of all, we need to get in, and the drawbridge has been raised. Fortunately, the engineers of this castle were smart enough to give us a switch outside so that we can get in from outside to lower the drawbridge. How did they do so? Well, by making it a pressure switch. A reverse pressure switch. That is, once weight has been lifted off of it, will the switch be released. So where is it? It's underneath this pile of chicken feed up here. As you can see, it gets smaller and smaller as the hens eat it, and there's a switch. And once it gets small enough, it disappears, and the switch is triggered. Yep. I do like these statues that are used to hold the chains that hold the drawbridge. Those are pretty cool. Like Cyclops skeletons. Very morbid. Then again, these are the ruins of the castle. For all I know, that may have been put up there after the fall of the castle. I don't know. Never explained.
Welcome to Castle Peregrine. In the time of King Peregrine, this magnificent edifice was the seat of power and home to the royal household. Now it is home only to ghosts and forgotten memories.
Oh. Okay. Well, this door we can't get through. But thankfully, this wall has crumbled enough that we can climb up here. The farmers are being held in the courtyard. At the first sign of trouble, shadow demons will sacrifice the captives to the flames. Move quickly, slay the demons on guard, and release the farmers. So yeah, that's the thing we'll need to do. We'll need this right here, Chaos Ring, as well. Shadow demon. So we're gonna need, there's 2 of them. We can't even look around. There's 2 of them here, and the switch is You can't see it, but it's at the end of that walkway up there. Road or whatever. Path. So we're gonna run down here and slay these beasts real quick. Oh, there's 3 of them. Excuse me. Before they get to the switch, hurry! How about this one here, the 3rd one? Okay, good. Now, we could actually be evil and hit that switch ourselves. And that will drop these farmers onto the flames. Or we can be nice and put out these flames first before we release them. Crying out loud. So we use the hammer. Whoa! We use the hammer to put these out, and then we can make a switch, which will release them and open the gates so we can access the rest of the level. That's how this works. Hot scalding oil. Burn your skeletal toes, that will. Better find a way to close the oil vents before crossing. Yep. There's one thing I don't like about this level, besides the fact that it's so freaking long, is that there is indeed, in fact, a timed mission at the end of it. By the way, here's the chalice. We'll be getting that shortly before we leave as well. Of course. Okay, was there something over here? I don't think there. No, there's nothing there. So in here is where you can shut off that oil, but it requires the earth rune. Yeah. So, here's the, oh wait, this little room we're going to get to soon enough. Go ahead and replenish our shield. We got plenty of gold to do so. Yeah, we can't replenish the lightning bolts, much like the freaking chicken drumstick. We cannot replenish that ammunition, which is fine. I just don't really see any need to use the lightning bolts. Honestly, I never really do use them. Hey, come back here. I'm not done with you yet. Gotcha. There we go. Go all this way around here. These fellas here. Interesting, I never really pay attention to these little statues or edifices or whatever.
Sir Daniel Fortescue, it's been a long time. Welcome back to your home. But it is sad that you should see it so. The jewel in Gallowmere's crown has become a corrupt haven for Zarok's army of shadow demons.
Oh, you suddenly forgot that it was I that released them? Sir Daniel Fortescue? Suddenly you're like, oh, it's sad that you should see that it's Billion. Maybe it was speaking snarkily. You know? Well, it's sad. It is sad that you should see this place in the state it is, thanks to these shadow demons running amok around here. It's like, gee, I wonder who's responsible for that. At any rate, I think this is the first time, I could be mistaken, but I think this is the first time one of these gargoyle statues, whatever, calls you by name, rather than referring to you as it, which is they have been doing up until now. Oh, it thinks it can redeem itself in battle, you know. We're almost full up on life right now, so we don't need that just yet. And over here is just a glove, I think, or something, or shield. Yeah, it's just a shield. Speaking of which, we can go back to the gold shield now. And I think we have this. Yep, we sure do. Here's a little bit of water to put yourself out in case you are on fire. Which, speaking of which, is right here. So I was incorrect. That one sole use for the dragon armor, there's actually a second use, and that is here. I don't think it's necessary, though. As you can see, they stop shooting for a bit, so you do have time to run through it if you want. But I mean, you know, if you got the dragon armor, you might as well use it. Also, I think this is an interesting. I think this is the entrance to the throne room right here. It looks like almost like a weird face or whatever. Whatever. Long ago, this was once the majestic throne room of King Peregrine. Now, foul demons stalk the corridors. The spirit of the king must be saddened indeed. And this is a place we'll go to shortly. Sometimes the ghost of King Peregrine can be seen wandering these halls or sitting mournfully upon his throne. Find his crown, and perhaps you can summon him. Indeed. In fact, right there is what you need to do. That's again, a very morbid-looking throne. I wonder whether or not it was altered to look like that after the fall. But you have to fall along this trap door, sadly, in order to get said crown. I like this totally black area here. I think it's really neat. Especially coming up, there's an interesting edifice that you don't really ever get much of a look at. Kill this guy first. Well, assuming I can get a decent enough look here. Whoops, what state am I on here? 44. Okay. Yeah, you can kind of see a little bit of it there. There we go, that's a little bit better. Got a weird face on the wall. Oh, there's the crown, King Peregrine's crown. The castle is constructed on top of a dormant volcano. This great floodgate is all that stands between you and a very hot shower. So yeah. Grab some money there, and then leave. Ooh, leave money next to a lava gate is beyond me. Who would it? You have a lava gate. Whatever. %, almost there. Oh, need to finish filling up. Oh, I did finish filling up the life bottles. Alright, now that we have the crown, we can summon King Peregrine. So let's summon him.
Sir Fortescue, noblest of my courtiers, bravest of my captains. Oh, that we should meet at such a dark hour, with the fate of this realm lying once again in your hands. Good God, Fortescue, what's happened to your jaw? Bad luck, old man. Now look, Zarok's army of shadow demons hide beneath us within this very mountain. They prepare as we speak to invade fair Gallowmere. If we are to thwart his plans, we must bring down the castle on top of them. We must unleash the lava behind the floodgates. I can take you to the gate's control lever, but you alone can pull it. Of course, it's a highly dangerous mission, even for a dead man. I dare say that when that fiend sees what you've done, he'll make sure you spend eternity in the most unspeakable torment. But then, I know these things mean nothing to a man of your iron will. Eh, Fortescue? Splendid. Good luck, old friend.
Okay, so best way to tackle this is to use the dragon armor, at least at the beginning here. Here's the control lever. The moment we pull that, these two golems will come to life, and we can't leave until through that gate until those golems are defeated. They're indestructible. The only way to defeat them is for them to fall off of these two little ledges here. One of these two, or both, or whatever. Which, by the way, we also need Earth Rune. So just like those knights in the pools of the ancient dead, we have to knock them in there somehow. You can do that with the club, you can do that with the hammer, but believe it or not, the fire attack from this is the best way to just push them in there. It's surprisingly effective. Let's do it here. It's not effective, however, at switching switches, so we'll have to do that with a regular weapon. So here comes the lava.
The lava has been released, Sedan. The castle is collapsing. You will not have long to defeat the stone golems and escape the ensuing inferno.
So yeah, if you notice what he said there, we need to hurry up and defeat these golems. And yes, that is a timer you see in the corner. This is a timed mission. There's one. And there's two. Now we can switch back to our sword and run it out. And along the way there are still some shadow demons we need to defeat. So we'll fill up the chalice the rest of the way. Also, now that we have that, what was it, Earth Rune or whatever, where's the chalice can now be collected, we can finally do that, which will seal up the oil. And then we can come up here and grab the chalice. Be ready. All heroes await. Yeah, after we get another shadow demon. Yes, only 1 minute remaining. We must hurry. And yeah, there's another book here. Hurry, the castle is about to be destroyed. The gates are locked. Find an alternative means of travel. Well, not until I grab some gold here first. So here's the means of travel right here. Boulder that comes down, launches, opening that up, and now all we need to do is get on here. trying to anyway. There we go. And then we can get launched through there. Yay! In the Hall of Heroes. Alright. So that one is a little bit intense there. The timer is, I think the timer on that is just about right. It keeps you on your toes. It gives you only a little bit of time to do what you need to do, but just enough and then some to do it. All in all, I like that stage.
Well, hello, stranger. I've got a little present for you. Why don't you shut your eye and hold out your hands?
Yeah. A couple of user files. I'll take them. Whatever. Alright, and I think that's going to do it for me tonight. I have been streaming for 2 hours and 44 minutes. Whew! If you've been watching, thank you very much for doing so. I greatly appreciate it. You can catch me here on twitch.tv every Wednesday evening at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. And if there's any change on those plans, I will post them on my Twitter account, so keep an eye there. If you are so inclined, please follow me here on Twitter. Follow me here on twitch.tv /SturmB. You can also find me on Twitter at SturmB, and on Instagram I'm Sturm. If you'll notice up in the corner there, it's only 9 days till Extra Life. I'll be streaming the Extra Life Marathon on November 2nd, starting at 12 p.m. and ending at 12 p.m. November 3rd. Having trouble talking today. A 24-hour video gaming, or just gaming in general, marathon. Maybe some tabletop gaming in there as well. Marathon. All to benefit Extra Life, which supports Children's Miracle Network hospitals. Hospital I'll be supporting this year is the same as the hospital that I supported previous 2 years, which is the San George Children's Network in Puerto Rico. They are still recovering after Hurricane Maria 2 years ago, believe it or not. So you still need our help. So please look down below on my Twitch page here. Donate whatever you can on my Extra Life page, even if it's just $1. That's all we need. And if you can't, that's fine too. Just stop by if you can on November 2nd and watch me make a fool of myself while I play video games for 24 hours. So, until next time, thank you for joining me. And, well, I can't disconnect here. I'm going to have to get up and disconnect. I've lost my connection to my little... Oh, no, there we go. So, having trouble connecting to my streaming device there. So, until next time, thank you for watching, and take care.